Welcome to Chapter 10, Lesson 3, Video 3, Finding the Sums of Geometric Sequences. There are two formulas for finding the sums of the geometric sequences. The first one, we need to know only the first term and the common ratio. The other one, we have to know the first term, the last term, and the common ratio. To do this one, I'm going to use this last formula. And so I'm going to have to find the first term. The first term means to put a 1 in place of n, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so negative 3 to the 0 power will simply be 1. If I want to find the last term, that's going to be negative 3 to the 5 minus 1 is 4, fourth power, and that comes out to be the number 81. So now I found the first and last terms. That means the sum will equal the first term, 1, minus the last term, 81, times the common ratio, which is negative 3, divided by 1 minus the common ratio, which is negative 3. This becomes 1 plus 243 over 4, which is 244 over 4, which is 61. So there I was able to find the sum of a geometric sequence. Let's find another one. Let's do the sum from n equals 1 to 6 of 2 times 1.4 to the n minus 1 power. First, we need to find the first term, a sub 1. Well, that's going to be 2 times 1.4, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so this is just 1. So the first term is 2. Now I'm going to use the first formula that the sum is equal to the first term times 1 minus the common ratio to the nth power divided by 1 minus the common ratio. This means I'm going to have 2 times 1 minus 1.4 to the 6th power divided by 1 minus 1.4. Since these involve decimals and higher powers of decimals, I simply use the calculator to calculate this, and it comes out to 32.64768. These are how to find the sum of some basic geometric sequences. I want to try one more challenging problem and see if we can show you how that might look. So let's take a look at the sequence n equals 4 to 11 of 120 times 0.5 to the n minus 1 power. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to find the first term. And so the first term is equal to 120, because 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, that is not right. I've got to go to the first term where n is 4. So it's going to be 0.5 and 4 minus 1. I almost made a mistake, which is commonly done, that the first term of this is not a 1, it's a 4. So the first term is equal to 120 times 0.5 to the 3rd power, which is equal to 15. So now I know the first term. The sum then will equal to the first term, 15, times 1 minus 0.5, and now it's to the nth power. But what is n? N can be figured if you take the top number minus the bottom number plus 1. And that comes out to be 8. So this is to the 8th power, and I have 1 minus 0.5 on the bottom. Again, if you use a calculator, this comes out to be approximately 29.88. I hope you have fun doing these problems, and we have one more video for this particular lesson.